Hello children, welcome to our today's session. Today we are going to have social and political life. Okay, we are going to have the session on social and political life, that is civics. And today our lesson will be lesson number 7, urban administration. Last lesson was regarding our rural administration, children, right? We have studied about the work of patwaris. We have seen how the work of police station goes on. So in this lesson we are going to see the administrative how the work is managed in the urban sector. Urban means cities, okay, big cities and towns, how the administration goes in the big cities and towns. So in this lesson we are going to know more about the municipal corporations or councillors, how do they work. Then we are going to see the division of work among them. Then we are going to learn the functions of these municipalities. Again we are going to see the sources of, means where do they get the money to see all the working of these cities and towns. Okay. So here is a story also which we are going to read, and which I am going to tell you the story also in this session. So let us start with our lesson, today's lesson. Book is Social and Political Life Part 1, lesson number 7, Urban Administration. So again I will tell you, urban administration means administration work of a cities, big cities and towns. So as we know children, there are the levels of governance we have already studied, okay, in the last lessons. So first comes the work at national level, then the state level. Then this state is divided into different districts, okay. So then comes the district level, and again this district is further divided into many cities and villages. So fourth comes the city or village level, okay. So this is the division of the levels of governance. First one is national, at the national level, then state level, third one district level, again further these districts are divided into different cities and again villages. So these are the four, we can say, call it the four levels of governance in our country. Now what do you mean by urban administration? So urban administration means looking after the work of administration of a big cities or town, okay. Looking after the work of management or the work of administration of city or towns. Again town means this city, these towns, they may be bigger or they may be smaller. So these bigger towns, okay, they are looked after by the municipal corporation. So the administration work of these bigger towns, they are looked by municipal corporation. And the smaller towns, they are looked by municipal council, okay. Again we will discuss children, what do you mean by urban administration? Administration that looks after the work of cities or towns are called urban administration, and rural administration means the work of the villages, okay, that is called as rural administration. Now here the towns may be bigger or smaller. So bigger towns, they are looked after by municipal corporation, and smaller towns, they are managed by municipal councils. Now what are the functions of municipal corporation or municipal councils, we will see. So the functions of municipal corporations are to look after the water supply, okay. They have to look after the water supply of their cities or towns. Again they have to manage the street light, they have to see that the light, they have to manage the street light. Again garbage collection is a big issue, they have to maintain proper disposal of this garbage. Then again the function is to see whether hospitals are there and dispensaries are allocated in every areas. Then schools are maintained and parks are also parks are there or not, or to where to make the park, gardens. Then whether proper bus stand facility is there or not for the people. So these are some functions of municipal corporation, like again looking after the water supply, then street light, again garbage collection, then hospitals and dispensaries, and to look after the schools and parks. Next is the division of urban administration. So children, here we are going to see how the work is managed, okay, how the work is managed by different how the work is divided into different wards. So the division of urban administration. So first of all, for bigger cities, okay, for major cities like we can say Bombay, Delhi, Calcutta. So these are some major cities. Here we have municipal corporation, okay. For these cities we have municipal corporation. Again, next comes the smaller cities. So smaller cities, they will have municipality, or we can call it or Nagar Palika, okay. For major cities, they have municipal corporation or Mahanagar Palika, which looks after all this work. Then the work at smaller cities, it is looked by the municipalities, or we can call it as Nagar Palika. Again, the third division is city council, who looks city council here for the smaller towns, means much smaller towns, smaller towns. Here we have Nagar Palika, same, or city councils who looks after the work of their towns or cities. And all these cities, okay, each city is divided into different wards, okay children. So each city, it is divided into different wards, okay. One city may have number of wards A, B, C, D, E, F, like that, and each ward has a ward councillor who takes care of that particular area. Suppose there are just imagine that one city has 6 wards, okay. So these 6 wards they will have 6 ward councillors who will take in charge of that particular ward only, like ward A, ward B, ward C, like that, A, B, C, D, E, F. If suppose there are F number of wards, then there will be F number of councillors, and they will take care of their own wards. But if there is a problem of water supply in an area, then that ward councillor will look after it, okay. If suppose there is a shortage of water in ward A, then the ward councillor of A, he has to look after the problem, he has to solve the issue of that water supply in his area. But if the problem is with the whole city, okay, suppose imagine a big city is there, and if the problem is water shortage problem is faced by the whole city, then what happens? Then all the ward councillors, now we have imagined that there are 6 wards. So this all 6 ward councillors, they will come together, they will have a meeting under Mahanagar Palika, okay. Then here different committees are formed, okay. Here under Mahanagar Palika, different committees are formed, like there will be a committee specially looking after the water problems, then there may be a committee who takes care of the garbage collection, then there may be a committee who looks after the street lighting, there may be a committee that will look after the transport facilities, or there may be a committee who may be in charge of the schools, or there may be a committee who may be in charge of the hospitals, dispensaries, or gardens. So like this, there will be a different committees, and these committees will look after that particular responsibility, okay, whatever under which they work. So here if the problem is with the whole city, then all the ward councillors, they will have a meeting under Mahanagar Palika. Then here different committees are formed, and they are made to look after the different issues, like for example, committee of water supply, then garbage collection, street lighting, etc. Okay. While councillor, committee and councillors decide an issue, commissioner and administrative staff is appointed to implement these issues. Means again here commissioners are appointed, okay. Commissioners and administrative staffs, qualified staffs are appointed who will implement the issues made by these councillors, okay, made by these committees. So, the councillor committee and the councillors, they put forward the issue, they solve the issue, they come to a decisions, and these decisions have to be implemented by the commissioner and the administrative staff, okay, for which they are appointed. So, this is how the work goes on in the urban administration. Like again I will repeat, for major cities like big cities, okay, there we have Mahanagarpalika or municipal corporation. Then for smaller cities we have Nagarpalika or municipalities. Again even more smaller cities we have Nagar, again Nagarpalika only, that is city councillor for very small towns. And here how does the work goes on? Here the ward members are there, and suppose there are 6 to 7 wards for one city, then there will be 6 to 7 ward councillors, and each ward councillor is responsible to look after the work of his ward. And if the problem arises for the whole city, then all these 6 or 7 ward members, they will come together and they will come together and they will have a meeting under Mahanagar Palika, where the issues are solved and it will be implemented by the commissioner and the administrative staff. So, this is how the work goes on in the urban administration. Now, for this work, okay, to maintain roads, to solve the problem of water supply or electricity, or to get the garbage disposed at proper place, again to have schools or hospitals to arrange for transportation. Then from where do they get money, children? From where do this municipal corporation they get money? Yes, they get money from the property tax which we pay, okay, which we pay to the government. Property tax means taxes on our houses, okay. So, the municipal corporation, they get the money from property tax, okay. Again there may be taxes on water which we use municipality water, right, that comes to our house daily or alternate days. So, we have to pay taxes for this water also. So, we pay the taxes to the municipalities through property tax or taxes on water. Again taxes on education also we have to pay. Then the government also takes taxes on hotels, okay. When we go to hotels, there also we have to pay the taxes. Then taxes on entertainment like movie theatre, whenever we go to so there also we have to pay the taxes. So, in this ways the government collects the taxes from us and they manage the work, they try to manage all their work like providing schools, hospitals, maintaining the roads, maintaining the street lights, then looking after the water supply or electric supply. This is how they manage their work and they get their money for their work done, okay. So, in short we have seen what is municipal corporation, then how does the work goes on in the cities, then we have seen from where do they get the money and what are the functions of municipalities. So, in short we have seen. Next, now we are going to see in detail when we are going to read the lesson, children, okay. So, now we are going to read the lesson. Just we will recapitulate again once again what we have what we have gone through in this, what we have to study, okay. So, in this lesson we are going to see about the urban administration, that is how the works goes on in cities and towns. Then bigger town the work is looked by municipal corporation, and smaller towns it is looked by Nagarpalika or municipal councils. Then we have seen the functions of municipalities. Again we have seen the division of urban administration, that is municipal corporation, municipalities and city councillor, and then how what is the function of the wards, how they are elected and how they try to manage the issues of the wards. Then we have seen from where do they get the money, okay. So, now we are going to read the lesson. So, open your textbook, children. Lesson number 7, urban administration. You can look at this picture, okay. What are these children doing? These children, they are playing cricket, right? See, they are playing cricket. Then what happens when they are, usually you play cricket near your house or near in the apartment, in the playground, in the apartment. Suppose if you are playing cricket, then what happens? Many times the ball, what happens? We will see in this lesson what will happen, what is going to happen when these children are playing the cricket, okay. So, urban administration. A city is much bigger than a village and more spread out. When we just think about a city, okay, what images you have, children? We have the image of crowded, okay, that it is crowded markets we can see, then we can see full of the traffic, okay, many buses and cars, waters and electricity facilities. Then we can see about the traffic controls and hospitals. So, these are some points which come to our mind when we think of a city. Have you ever wondered who is responsible for running all this? Do you know how the decisions are made? How the planning is done? Who are the people who do all the work? So, to know all these answers, we are going to read this chapter and will find the answers, like who is going to look after all this work, who is responsible for this, and how the planning is done. So, here you can see some children, okay, they are playing cricket. So, one lazy Sunday afternoon, Mala and her friends Shankar, Jahangir and Rehana were playing a game of cricket in the street. So, how many children are there? Mala, Shankar, Jahangir and Rehana. Their 4 friends are there and they were playing cricket in the afternoon one Sunday. Okay. Then what happened? They were playing a game of cricket in the street. So, Shankar had bowled a good over, and although he nearly managed to get Rehana out, she was still playing. Frustrated, he bowled a short ball and hoped she would hit it for an easy catch. Then what happened? Instead, Rehana hit the ball so hard and so high that the street light broke. So, what happened here? When they are playing the cricket, Rehana, she hit the ball so hard that the street light had broken. Even many times it happens with you when you are playing near your house or near in the apartment. Same thing happens, right? The ball, it may hit the light, it may hit the window, okay, glass of the window. So, Rehana, she screamed, okay, she shouted, "Oh no, look what I have done." Shankar said, "Yes, we forgot to make a rule that if you break the street light, you are automatically out." So, she is shouting Rehana ki, "Oh no, what I have done." But this Shankar, what he is saying, he is saying that we have forgot to make a rule, like before playing we follow certain rules, right? We form certain rules. So, here Shankar is saying कि we forgot to make a rule that if you break the street light, you are automatically out. But Mala, Jahangir and Rehana, they were more worried about what had happened, and they told Shankar he would better stop thinking about the wicket. So, here Shankar, okay, he was thinking about the wicket. He was saying that we have forgot to make a rule. But here these other friends, okay, like Mala, Jahangir and Rehana, why they were more worried? Why they were more worried? Because they were worried that this light has been broken. They were worried what had happened. They were worried that the light was broken, street light was broken, and they told Shankar to better keep quiet and not to think about the wicket, instead to think about the street light that has been broken and what to do next. Now, last week they had broken Nirmala Maushi's window and had spent their pocket money to have it replaced. So, same thing, okay, when last week they were playing, they had broken one of the Maushi's window, okay, and to now what they did, to replace the window they have to spend their own pocket money. Would they have to dish out money again from their pockets? But who would they pay this to? To whom the lights on the streets belong? Who changed them? So, now the question is, now as the last time they have broken the window of their Maushi, okay, Nirmala Maushi. So, they have so what they did, they gave their own pocket money to Nirmala Maushi to replace it. But now the question they are having is, again they have to collect the money from their pockets, and even if they collect the money, to whom they should pay, okay. Then to whom did the lights on the streets, then they were having a question ki to whom these lights belong, to whom these street lights are belonging, and who will change them. So, to whom we have to pay the money. All these questions were arising in their minds. Rehana's house was the closest and they ran and told her mother. Now, Rehana, okay, Rehana's mother was nearby where they were playing. So, all these children, Mala, Shankar, Jahangir and Rehana, they ran to Rehana's mother. Now, what had happened? Rehana's mother said. So, by seeing them as they came running to her, she was surprised, okay, she was shocked. She said, what had happened? So, Rehana's mother said, I don't really know these things in great. Now, what she is saying, Rehana's house was the closest and they ran and told her mother what had happened. So, all these friends, all these children, they went to Rehana's mother and they told, and they have narrated all whatever things had happened. Rehana's mother said, I really don't know about these things in detail. So, her mother, Rehana's mother, she is saying, I really don't know about all these things, but I do know that it is the municipal corporation of the city that takes care of replacing light. So, Rehana's mother, what she is saying, I really don't know about detail ki how I really don't know about what is there, how to replace the lights, but I know, she is telling ki I know only this much, that this is the work of the municipal corporation who takes care of this all replacing lights. Then she is suggesting the best person to ask would be Yasmin Khala. So, she is suggesting the children to go to Yasmin Khala. Okay. She just retired from the municipal corporation. Go and ask her, and Rehana come back home soon. So, Rehana's mother, what she is saying, ki I don't know much things about replacing the street light, but I know only this much, that the municipal corporation, it is the work of the municipal corporation to take care of these lights. And then she is suggesting the name of her friend, that is Yasmin Khala, who is been just retired from the municipal corporation. It means she was working in municipal corporation and she just got retired. So, she must be having more idea, more knowledge about this municipal corporation. So, she is suggesting the children to go to Yasmin Khala's house to get their answers. Yasmin Khala lived in the same lane and she and Rehana's mother were good friends. So, even Yasmin Khala, she lived in the same lane, and these two, okay, this Rehana's mother and Yasmin Khala were good friends. The children, they ran to Khala's house, and when she opened the door, they began to tell her what had happened all at once. So, these children, they ran to Yasmin Khala's house, okay, and when she opened the door, when Yasmin Khala opened the door, they just started, okay, they just began to tell her what had happened all at once. So when they asked about the street light, Yasmin Khala laughed and said, there is no one person that you can pay the money to. So here when the children, they are saying about whatever has happened and where they should pay the money. So that time Yasmin Khala, she is laughing, and what she is telling? She is telling that there is no one such person that you can pay the money, because as last time they have paid money to the Maushi, okay, Nirmala Maushi, because they have broken her window pane. So they were asking, now whom should we pay the money? So by hearing this, Yasmin Khala, she laughed and she is saying that there is no such one person to whom we can pay the money. Then what she is saying? There is a big organization, okay, a big organization called as the municipal corporation that takes care of street lights, garbage collection, water supply, keeping the streets and the market clean. So she is telling Yasmin Khala that there is no one person that to whom we have to pay the money, but there is a big organization, okay, called as municipal corporation, and this municipal corporation, it takes care of all these street lights, then it takes care of the garbage collection, again it takes care of the water supply, and keeping the one more function of this municipal corporation is to keep the streets clean and the market area clean, okay. So she is describing the functions of this municipal corporation. I have heard about the municipal corporation. They have put up signs around the city to inform people about malaria, said Mala. So children, even you must be knowing even you must have heard or you must have also seen the signs around the city, okay. In the morning also you must be hearing the voice, okay, regarding this corona, how we can protect ourselves from this corona, okay. So these are the works of municipal corporation. So here Mala, she is also saying that I have heard about the municipal corporation. They have put up the signs around the city to inform people about malaria. So even malaria or dengue, such things, such diseases, when they spread out, it is the work of this municipal corporation to inform to make aware the citizens about these diseases. Then they take the steps, okay, of putting the signboards or spraying the pesticides, like pesticides means they take the precautions, okay. So it is the work of this municipal corporation. Yes, you are quite right. The municipal corporation is also responsible for ensuring that diseases do not break out in the city. It runs schools, hospitals and dispensaries and makes the gardens and maintains them, said Yasmin Khala. Then she added, our city Pune is a big city, and so here it is called a municipal corporation. In smaller towns it is called a municipal council. So children, as we just read now, okay, it's these students and Yasmin Khala, they belong to a big city called Pune, and so here the big city, the administration of such big cities, it is done by the municipal corporation, and in smaller cities it is managed by the municipal council. So in this lesson we have seen, children, about municipal corporations and municipal councils, how they work in big cities and small cities and their functions. So in the next episode we will be continuing our lesson. Till then I'll conclude the lesson now. Till then we'll meet. Till then meet you. Goodbye and thank you.